Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our virtual Remembrance Day ceremony. Each year, we take time to acknowledge all the men and women that have fought in wars over the last 100 years, as well as all the peacekeeping missions that they've taken part in throughout the world. And even during this COVID time, we are very pleased that we were able to put together a virtual Remembrance Day ceremony.
Today I'm gonna try and change the world. I'm gonna take it one day at a time. I made my resolution. I've opened up my eyes. Today I'm gonna try and change the world. I'm gonna say hello to my neighbor, gonna greet him with a smile, and shake the hand of a stranger, sit and talk to him for a while. Gonna tell someone I love them from the bottom of my heart. Today I'm gonna try and change the world. Yeah, today I'm gonna try and change the world. I'm gonna take it one day at a time. I made my resolution, opened up my eyes. Today I'm gonna try and change the world. Gonna make sure my children know right from wrong. Never turn my back on those who need someone. Always gonna try to see myself through another's eyes. Today I'm gonna try and change the world. Yeah. Yeah, today I'm gonna try and change the world. Gonna take you on. change the world. Yes, I am. Opened up my eyes. Today I'm gonna try. Yeah, today I'm gonna try and change the world. I'm gonna take it one day at a time. Yeah, I made my resolution. I've opened up my eyes. Today I'm gonna try and change the world. Yeah, let's sing it with me now, come on. I said today I'm gonna try and change the world. I'm gonna change it one day at a time. Yeah, I made my resolution. Yeah, I'm opened up my
Hi everyone, my name is Harjeet Singh, Minister of National Defence for Canada, and I wanted to deliver a short message to you before you watch this great Veterans Week video. I know this has been a tough 8 months for all of us, and I wanted to thank you for doing your part to stop the spread of COVID-19. On Remembrance Day, we remember the bravery of our veterans, and we reflect on the sacrifices they made to fight for our freedom and defend Canada. This is also a time to think of the people who are serving in the Canadian Armed Forces today, so that our country, our values, and our way of life are well defended. They are the veterans of tomorrow. I hope that you enjoy hearing more about our veterans and that you share what you have learned with those around you, lest we forget.
Hello, I'm a member of the Canadian Armed Forces, and I am proud to join a number of my colleagues in this video and share our story with you today. Like all members of the military, my job is to keep you and Canada safe. On Remembrance Day, we remember Canadian sailors, soldiers, and aviators who have risked or even lost their lives so we could live with freedoms, in peace, and enjoying our Canadian way of life. We remember those Canadians who left their families, friends, and communities during times of conflict and war for months or even years at a time to fight for freedom and for peace. They did so and continue to do so, knowing that they may never come home again.
Picture yourself in the 1940s, walking for hours, carrying a heavy backpack, drenched in rain or sweating through extreme heat. You haven't bathed or eaten a meal that didn't come out of a can in weeks. You dig a deep hole in the ground to catch a few hours sleep, which is often interrupted by a duty watch or an enemy attack. You are a Canadian soldier.
Feel the freezing winds and water of the Atlantic as you stand watch for enemy submarines and airplanes trying to stop you from delivering vital supplies. You may be in knee-deep water that has flooded your ship and you haven't seen land for weeks. You are a Canadian sailor.
Now you're flying through fog, clouds, and rain in the dark of night without radar. Enemy artillery shells rock your plane and test your courage. You don't know whether you'll make it back to the airfield or crash into enemy territory, but you have to continue on to drop bombs on your target. You are a Canadian aviator.
You are one of 1 million Canadians who wonder if you'll ever come home again, if you'll ever kiss your mother or hug your father again, if you'll ever grow old. 45,000 Canadians did not. They never returned from the Second World War.
On Remembrance Day, we also pay tribute to veterans of the Korean and Afghanistan wars, as well as numerous other international missions. More than 500 Canadians lost their lives in Korea, and 158 Canadian Armed Forces members did not come back from Afghanistan. Many who returned carried the consequences of war with them, battling long-term physical, psychological, and emotional wounds. Despite the unimaginable challenges, generations of our bravest and best Canadians have risked their lives for our freedom. Determined to keep Canadians safe, to defend our way of life, and to try and make the world a better place. That's something we must never forget, the unimaginable heroism and great sacrifices made by our Canadian veterans.
Today, Canadian Armed Forces members continue to risk their own health and safety to protect others. While many continue to be deployed overseas on United Nations and NATO missions, others serve here at home, responding to natural disasters like floods, forest fires, and snowstorms across the country, carrying out life-saving search and rescue missions by air, ground, and sea, responding to about 1,000 search and rescue calls each year.
More recently, others put their medical training to work, helping to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Whatever and wherever the need, Canadians can count on us to keep them safe and our country safe, just as our veterans did. That's the link that ties today's military members with those who came before us. We are all part of the Canadian family, and we are all in this together. Thank you.
The day I shipped out, they numbered a dozen. Upon my return, we're 100 or so, from the coast and from the prairies. I bet they keep coming. Add one more name from Ontario and carry me home down the highway of heroes. People above with the flags flying low. Carry me softly down the highway of heroes. True patriot love, there was never more. I served with distinction, no visions of glory. I served without question of personal gain. Seek no justification, it's not part of my story, and it offers no comfort to the ones who remain. Just carry me home down the highway of heroes. People above, the flags flying low. Carry me softly down the highway of heroes. True patriot love, there was never more. Took up my vocation, I was called by my nation without hesitation. My answer I gave. Now I'm not wondering the things that I might have been are no consolation to the forgotten brave. So carry me home down the highway of heroes. People above with the flags flying low. Carry me softly down the highway of heroes.
dead. For days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow. Loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. To take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye brave fate with us who died, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields. John McCrae, May 1915.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.
Following the commitment to remember, please respond, "We will remember them." They were young as we are young. They served, giving freely of themselves. To them we pledge, amid the winds of time, to carry their torch and never forget. We will remember them. We will remember them.
"Please wear a poppy," the lady said, and held one forth, but I shook my head. Then I stopped and watched as she offered them there, and her face was old and lined with care. But beneath the scars the years had made, there remained a smile that refused to fade.
A boy came whistling down the street, bouncing along on carefree feet. His smile was full of joy and fun. "Lady," he said, "may I have one?" When she pinned it on, he turned to say, "Why do we wear a puppy today?"
The lady smiled in her wistful way and answered, "This is Remembrance Day. And the poppy there is a symbol for the gallant ones who died in war. And because they did, you and I are free. That's why we wear a poppy, you see.
I had a boy about your size with golden hair and big blue eyes. He loved to play and jump and shout, free as a bird he would race about. As the years went by, he learned and grew and became a man, as he will too.
But the war went on and he had to stay, and all I could do is wait and pray. His letters told of the dreadful plight. I can see it still in my dreams at night, with the tanks and guns and cruel barbed wire, and the mines and bullets, the bombs and fire.
Till at last, the war was won, and that's why we were a poppy son. The small boy turned as if to go, and said, "Thanks, lady, I'm glad to know." That sure did sound like an awful fight, but your son, did he come back all right?
A tear rolled down each faded cheek. She shook her head and didn't speak. I slunk away in a sort of shame, but if you were me, you'd done the same. But for our thanks and giving, it's oft delayed, though our freedom was brought and thousands paid.
So when we see a poppy born, let us reflect on the burden borne by those who gave their very all when asked to answer their country's call, that we at home in peace might live.
Then wear a poppy, remember and give.
You packed your bags and shut the door. You crossed the sea to fight a war. You didn't know just what would happen to you. Stepped in the dirt, boots on the ground, and gunfire was the only sound. And to yourself you whispered hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Every day and every night, you walk the walk, you fight the fight. You never saw the end in sight, now did ya? The days are washing a haze of red, the blood, the mud, too many dead. Your weary soul was crying hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. each day keep pushing through, but the battle lives inside of you. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Heroes.
Heroes go. War, country, soldier, Canada,
Flag.
Berry, Memorial, Centotafa, honor, November, respect, freedom, peace, service, veteran, silence, Finders Field, Reese,